Sawadika. Welcome to Be My Guest, your exclusive insights around the world and in the Kingdom of Thailand. My name is Kusuma Yodhasmutr as your host. This program we designed to color the NBT World English channel. This is to give you the knowledge of what is going on in the Kingdom of Thailand. We are also inviting you to meet with very different people with all walks of life. You see, in dealing with business, arts and culture and lifestyle. On top of that, added up with many extra thoughts from foreign diplomats. And this is from the country which is about 240 million people. Yes, I'm talking about the Republic of Indonesia. Please welcome Ambassador Lutfi Rauf.
Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you very much for having us.
Pleasure, Your Excellency. We have a lot to talk about.
Yes.
Since we catch hold of you, see, so it's very hard to catch hold of an ambassador who is very, very busy. Your Excellency, how long have you been in Thailand?
Exactly this month I've been here one year, but as if just 1 month. This is how to call it a testimony that we enjoy our stay here, because the time is running very quickly. A lot of things to do, meeting people, visiting many places. That's something I really enjoy doing and working here in the kingdom.
Tell me, when before you being like appointed to be here, what do you think was the picture of Thailand to you?
Of course, Thailand, of course, in the Indonesian mind, in the Indonesian's life, is not really strange. Thailand is well known, very famous. If you're talking about Thailand, so what is appear in the peoples of Indonesia mind is the land of smile, of course, the very nice food, lovely people, lovely sceneries, tourist destinations that many people from Indonesia are keen to visit, and then the growing numbers of Indonesian people to come to enjoy and to witness these good things of Thailand is increasing from time to time. So once again, I really honored to serve my country, to serve my people, to the great Kingdom of Thailand.
In the same way, Your Excellency, the Thai people do visit Indonesia quite a lot, you see, and they like to see many places which is different from Thailand actually. So some of them want to do some business. So what is the business trend if they like to do there in Indonesia?
The doing business in Indonesia now is quite, how to call it, quite strong in the sense that many foreign business coming to Indonesia to do business in, let's say, in investment, for instance. If you're talking about the business trend, of course, we have a lot of sectors that foreign company, the private sectors can look the opportunity there. For instance, in infrastructures, in 2013, infrastructure sector is still one of the, how to call it, investments opportunity that we are carrying on. Of course, manufacturing sectors, food processing, and of course, housing and real estate that growing high demands, especially in 2013. So. This is, I think, the trend business in Indonesia. It is therefore, we are quite encouraged to see many more business from Thailand visiting or traveling down to the archipelago, Indonesia, to do business. The opportunity is there. For instance, in investment fields, we are now very proud to claim that Indonesia is offering very good investment place for foreign company for simple reason, because our macroeconomic indicators are also very good. If you can see, our investment grade has been recognized and acknowledged by sovereign bond ratings. For instance, Standard and Poor, Modi, Fitch, all give positive credit to Indonesia about the investment climate. Even, for instance, Indonesia is ranked number 9 in 2012, jumped from 21st rank on 2007 by Kearney, I think, FIDI Confidence Index. So this is, I think, opportunities that the private sectors, business people that can look into it, and then of course can do business in Indonesia.
Oh, that is great. What actually been due to the investment? Do you think, is there any obstacle or any concern about Indonesia for the investment?
Of course, if you're talking about obstacles, I think we have to be frank. There will always be the obstacles. But the challenge for us is how to overcome the obstacles. And we are doing well on this. As I mentioned before, our investment climate is very good. One of the challenges or big challenge that we are having now is how to improve our infrastructures that we are now working hard to overcome. So, but again, they start to bring a result since the confidence of investments are growing. Many more people coming to do business in Indonesia. So it is our duty, responsibility, and the challenge is as a government, as the people of Indonesia, how to sustain, how to maintain this a good environment for investment or environment for doing business in Indonesia. So this is very important for us.
That's your part of preparing and the people. But the people who want to invest, how do they prepare themselves apart from bringing the money?
Of course, it's a good thing is to go around, to go down, seeing and believing.
Yes, exactly.
And of course, as I already stated before, this is a kind of positive things that we can offer to the private sectors, the business people. But it's much better if they come down to see in Indonesia, to meet their counterparts, they see the opportunities in the different places that I mentioned. Of course, the Indonesian embassy, particularly myself, we are more than happy to facilitate or to open up how to establish networking, and including in this case, we can arrange also to come down to see our investment board, where all potential and the complete data are there. We have a set of regulations. We have a set of arrangement, for instance, offering incentives, offering investment facilities, offering tax reforms, offering VAT and tax allowance, of course, and also offering tax holiday, import duty facilities, including one of the challenging tasks in the past is to provide better access for land acquisitions. And we also have a kind of negative investment list, which is can be review every 3 months. It's not very big numbers. Yes, about 13, but it's very technical. If our friends, private sectors, companies want to do business, as I say, my embassy will is open. We can do it directly or indirectly. So another important thing that I would like to mention is that the conducive for the business people to do business in Indonesia, as I mentioned earlier, from the potential of the country, Indonesia. I mean, everybody recognizes that Indonesia is a home of 240 million, almost 250 million population now. With the growth average, I think between 6 up to 6.5% in the growth in 2012, and then we anticipate and we predicted this year is going to be around 6.8 up to 7.2%, and then, as I mentioned before, being a big country with the huge size of populations, we can bring also a fact here as a data that around 60% out of 249 million peoples under 39 years old. It is a kind of dynamic workforce.
Right.
The second one, I think, advanced economic size. We have economic growth continuously around 6%, and of course our debt to GDP ratio now is very, very low, 23%. We have, as I mentioned before, demographic bonus. We have also abundant, huge numbers of natural resources such as coal, natural gas, oil, many more commodities. You mentioned, you name it, everything is there. CPO, tin, rubber, cocoa, copper, nickel, gold, and just to name few. So again, any times the private sectors want to go down there to do business, we can facilitate, and or they can do it directly. Very easy now.
So this is a real good opportunity for those who are really looking for something, because before the number of people, number of population, the more like we feel that why our people so many, in public. But now it has become like additional. It'll be good for everything. When talk to you, Your Excellency, you're from Indonesia, and if we don't talk about tourism, it's nothing, because tourism is so great. So tell us, supposing I like to go to Indonesia, which I met many times, but what is your suggestion? First of all, we have to see what.
Because if you're talking about Indonesia, in terms of tourism, in terms of cultures, I can just say that Indonesia is the most diverse country on earth. You name it.
I agree.
The peoples.
I agree.
The natural scenery. In Indonesia, you can find the tourist attraction from, from the beach to the mountains, where you can find a kind of snow in the equatorial line.
Wow.
It's only in Indonesia you can find. In the eastern part of Indonesia, the high mountains of Papua. You can find the glaciers. This is one thing that we need, of course, to introduce to the to the people, so they can come and visit. But of course, the challenge is because Indonesia is so huge. Visiting one place to another place, I think needs times, but there is a positive things. Once you visit Indonesia, you can find so many different attractive places from east to west, from Aceh in the west to the Papua in the east, spanning with the three different time zones, with the different cultures, totally different from the rest. So that's why I say, if you're talking about, or if you're asking me which destinations for the tourists to visit Indonesia, I'm a bit difficult to mention because so many. But let me offer a few places. Of course, Bali is one of the famous one. I don't need to spend more time to explain about
exactly.
One of the famous one that I believe many people in Thailand also know very well, in the central Java, Yogyakarta, where you can see the largest, the biggest Buddhist temples in the world, Borobudur temples.
Borobudur, yeah, the famous.
Even, His Majesty, the King Rama V, visited Borobudur in the past during his visit several times to Indonesia. And of course, we have many other places. You name it, from beach to the mountains. Not only that, you will see the diversity of the peoples. Indonesia has 384 ethnicities, speaking more than 600 dialects.
Wow!
So this is against how to call it, offering interesting things that foreign tourists can see, can enjoy by visiting. And it is much easy now to get there, because from Thailand, for instance, we have very good flight connections. Thai Airways, of course, Garuda Indonesia, of course, surfing Thailand and Indonesia 3 times a day. And we have also Mandala, we join with the Tiger Airs, also surfing the route. But of course, if we are comparing between the numbers of Indonesian visiting Thailand then Thailand visiting Indonesia, it's still quite a larger number of Indonesians visiting Thailand for simple reasons I mentioned already. I mean, Thailand is very famous, very well known among Indonesian people, and the trend of growing numbers increasing from time to time. On the other hand, the number of visitors from Thailand to Indonesia still need to work hard to attract more Thai people to visit Indonesia. But I believe the trend of growing number also, although it is about less than 100,000, but approaching that, we hope. With the media, of course, the programs that we are having now, of course, I'm grateful and thankful for that by providing me opportunity also to introduce my country to the Thailand publics, as well as we are introducing Thailand to Indonesian public. This is the way we do it, because especially when we are approaching about ASEAN community, we're going to be a one. So it doesn't matter whether you are Thai or whether you are Indonesian or the rest of ASEAN member, we are going to be one community. So we need to exchange of intensive and extensive mutual visit.
When Your Excellency talk about ASEAN, what is actually a future of ASEAN? Is it bright, or how we approaching it?
We have to be thankful to our founding fathers of ASEAN. In 1967, come to Bangkok and declare that our region should become a kind of association, that's what we call ASEAN. And then one of the principles in the beginning of its inception is that the region should be established as a region of peace, as a region of stability, as a region of prosperity. That's what ASEAN already working at the moment, to become ASEAN after 45 years, become one of the most successful regional organizations in the world, where many other countries, friends, become befriended with ASEAN. And that's why why ASEAN become very prominent, not only in regional issues, but also in the global issues. Because ASEAN have proven itself is not a part of the problems, but a part of the solution. During the economic crisis, ASEAN ASEAN in the regions in Asia, she become engine of growth. This is a proof. But it cannot be achieved if we are not working hard. So if you're asking me about what the future, it is depend on us. Do we have a commitment to continue to create more successful story about ASEAN in the times ahead. 2015 is just the beginning of our integration. We need to work hard to help each other. This is very important words, to help each other. So ASEAN can move and progress all together. No one's left behind.
How do the people of Indonesians realize of it and then support it? How do they feel about it? The people on around, children, how do they feel about being the ASEAN?
Of course, to be honest, as I mentioned before, Indonesia is a very big country. Lying in the 17,000 islands with the different 3 time zone. So the understanding and the awareness of the people in Indonesia about ASEAN, of course, are different from one region to another one. For simple reason, the access to information is also varies, from one to another. But in the major cities, of course, ASEAN is well understood. Many people are aware, especially young people in the high level of education, universities, and how to say big cities. The business people, I think, are fully aware. But the challenges for us as a big country is we need to do more to disseminate the information about ASEAN. What kind of ASEAN post 2015 would be. It is therefore, as ambassador, I don't have any any hesitant. I don't have any tired. I've never been tired to explain to my people. If I have a student, young generation come to Thailand, they come to see me in the embassy, I always explain. Look,
this is good.
The ASEAN community is going to be like this ABC. So you have to do ABC, because ASEAN 2015 is going to be integrated. What does it mean integrated? Not only idea, not only concept, but integrated in terms of interactions, exchange of visits, people's movements, and also of course services, investments, goods. They are all flow in almost impeding unrestricted way, because ASEAN is going to be a single market, a single base of production. So this is the situations that the young generations, the people of ASEAN need to understand. But I believe compared to Thailand now, I think in terms of information dissemination, I have to be frank, you are doing better. Probably because you don't have a lot of obstacles in terms of geographical perspectives, land mass, infrastructure is very good, connected one to another. So the awareness is there. And therefore, I would like also to mention it a bit. I'm so fortunate to be given opportunity also from different universities to talk to their campus, to discuss with the students about what my perspective about ASEAN, what the perspective from Indonesia side about ASEAN. That's what I share my ideas, I share my experience, I share my knowledge. And then I told to the young generations, to the student, don't be afraid about ASEAN integrations, because after all we are better prepared, and then we have to prepare if we want to move, make further progress in the ahead, because we have proven it. ASEAN is resilience. After 45 years we are managed to go through, create our regions, ASEAN as one of the stable regions, progress, and of course a lot of prosperity because of the economic growth. We need to continue this.
We already know a lot about Indonesia. Inside Indonesia, we know about our future. So this is what we have from you, and it's, we are looking forward for the future, Your Excellency.
Yes, I always be grateful to be here. I always be grateful to meet our friends in Thailand.
Pleasure.
It's an honor for me to be here, and then of course I'm really grateful and khap kun khap.
So we both say goodbye now and selamat what you know? Selamat pagi. Selamat pagi.
No, this now if you're talking in the afternoon, selamat sore. Selamat sore.
Selamat sore. All right.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
And then sampai jumpa.
Yes.
Till we meet again.
Till we meet again. Yes. So next week we'll meet again.
Yes,
next
you.
week we are what? Jumpa.
Sampai jumpa.
Sampai jumpa. So next week we meet again. So we want to say goodbye now. สวัสดีค่ะ
Sadika.